Mm.
Welcome back. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey everyone, thank you all for coming out. You could have been a million places tonight, but you chose to come out and to help support the Fee and the Hustle. Panel, go ahead and introduce yourself.
GCP is back in the building. Glass sheet pickers. I'm Chris.
I'm Tanya.
We hope everybody is well. Part-time resellers. We full-time hustlers though. But I'll just tell you like this: Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, on the corner, at the crib, thrift show, however you want to go, we can get it and get it done. So happy to be back. God bless. What's going on, y'all?
Yo, what's good? Mess Hall Diggs in the house. Instagram, YouTube, Mess Hall Diggs. Reseller, eBay extraordinaire. Ready for some Amazon knowledge tonight, baby. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Richie Hustles. Glad to be here on the Buffalo Picker Show, man. I know this is his first show back. Season 3, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Glad to be here. Full-time reseller, YouTuber, entrepreneur. We do a million things. I'm running 4 YouTube channels, Amazon account, Macari. So whatever comes my way, I'm ready to tackle it.
All
Run
right.
it up. Run it up,
All right,
huh?
so everyone that pretty sure everybody in chat know me. I am Buffalo Picker, a part-time reseller, full-time fellow employee, retired military like my comrade Mess Hall Diggs. We are so glad tonight to be back. for one, and two, to bring in the man, the big time retail arbitrage, throw it in your face, Richie, my main man, hustle. So yeah, so tonight we're gonna be live with a lot of retail arbitrage questions. Go ahead and get your questions together, drop them in the chat. We're definitely going to post your questions up. Richie is an open book, and if you follow him on YouTube, you already know that. He's basically built this show off of being transparent and trying to help people learn how to do the resale game. So go ahead and get your questions together and post them up. We're going to definitely ride this retail arbitrage tonight, and along with Amazon, and also going to do some giveaways tonight and a few show and tell. So if you're used to the old format that we did in season 1 and 2, we're going to kind of get away from that in season 3. Now, this particular show, because it's our first show back, we're not going to get too much into the layout, but we're going to definitely try to have a fun show tonight and give some giveaways. I got quite a bit of stuff I'm going to do tonight, and yeah, let's get with it. So I can go ahead and kick it off, and then we'll kind of get the ball going. So Richie, go ahead and tell people how long you've been in retail arbitrage or reselling, and when did you, for one, when did you get into retail arbitrage, and what turned the corner for you to say, this is really what I want to do. This is for me.
Yeah, so great question, and it's probably the ultimate question that everybody has always asked. So I started reselling I started reselling as a teenager. I don't know if you guys remember Yahoo, Yahoo auctions and stuff like that. So like from a young age, I always loved to resell. But as far as like getting real serious with it, I started in 2018, followed some people on YouTube. Did I say, yeah, 2018. Followed some people on YouTube, watched a bunch of videos on my 2-hour commute to work and my 2-hour commute back from work. There was a lot of time there to try to like see what was going on. And at the time, I did not like my boss. So it kind of gave me the ambition to start looking elsewhere. And then when I came across YouTube videos, we started watching that. And then one day I just kind of clicked, and in my head, I kept saying, I'm like, there's no way these people are making money like this. There's just no way. Like I'd see Reezy Resells talk about selling used books, and I'm like, who the hell's reading books in 2018? Like, who's still doing that? Like, right. In other words, like, who's not reading it digitally right now? You know. So I decided to take $20 out of the ATM. I used to work for Bank of America as a branch manager in Boston, Massachusetts. So I was right on Cambridge Street by the Mass General Hospital in the heart of Boston. And I took $20 out of the ATM, and I went next door and I bought 16 books at 50 cents each and only spent $8. And the gentleman in there, it should have been a little bit more than $8, but he was like, you know what? The hardcovers are $1 each, but I'll give them to you for 50 cents. Make a long story short, I bought $8 worth of books, flipped those into like $50. I can't even remember the exact amount. Now it was like 50 something dollars. Flip. It was like the snowball. It was like dealing. You know what I mean? You take it, flip it, get it back. Take it, flip it, get it back. And then eventually, when I got up to about $1,000 worth of sales coming into me, I decided to take about $100 to $150, and I started buying small, low-end amounts of like Walmart clearance and Dollar Tree items. And I really wanted to get into that to get away from the books, because books were great, but what really interested me was like, I'm a big collector at heart. So like toys and, other items really kind of like, I wanted to like broaden my horizon. Kind of hit a snag in the middle of there. Like sales started really coming down, so I decided to pick up another cell phone, 2 phones. I have, even to this day, I have 2 phones. And after work and on the weekends and on my days off, I would actually drive DoorDash and Uber Eats, both. I would have 2 phones on my dash, and I would just go online concurrent. When I was getting ready with it done, I'd go online, whatever I got a deal first. And that gave me an extra $1,500. $1,000 to $1,500 to invest into my Amazon business, and I did that for a little over a year. And it kind of sucked because I left before everybody woke up in the morning, and I came home when everybody was going to bed. So I missed maybe about 14 months of seeing your kids, missing birthday. I mean, I never missed my kids' birthdays, but missing like cousins' birthdays and like all that other stuff. So extreme sacrifice went into this business, and then decided to document the whole thing. You know, the end of a couple months in 2019, I decided to start vlogging myself, going into these stores and finding items of what I was buying and whatnot, and kind of document the process and everything like that. And 2022, here we are today.
Right.
The rest is history.
Before we move on, let me give a shout out to the chat so we can catch up in case people start posting questions. I want to give a shout out to Our Country Sales for being the first in the chat. Appreciate you all coming out. Flipping Goodies, appreciate you coming out, Mike. Logged off 1212. If your first name Robert, drop it in the chat for me. Mile High Hustlers, I've been talking with them today. They helped me get my my YouTube straight so we can block some of these trolls. Resale Daddy also is Mile High Hustlers. All in One Package, that's the wife. Glamorous Closet, appreciate you coming out. And you all know what All in One do for my show, so she definitely tried to help Jennifer run the chat. So I appreciate everything you do, honey. Nick Thrift, appreciate you coming out. Tanya Carrier, appreciate you coming out. You and your husband, the middleman. New England Betty Boo, appreciate you coming out. Thank you for your support. Let's see. Char F, appreciate you coming out. Ella, appreciate you coming out. Picking in the Hood, too. If you all don't know, Picking in the Hood is our special guest on the show every end of the month. So make sure you all go out and support his channel as well. If I miss anybody, y'all let me know. Maggie Doodles, appreciate you coming out. Glamorous, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead and run these buffaloes right quick. I got to redo this as well, so we're gonna make sure I make a change to this super chat.
Super chat received.
All right. Glamour said, "Nice to meet you as well, Richie." All right.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay, Ella came in with the super chat. Ella, I'm gonna push that box out to you tomorrow, so I'll reach out to you on IG. Thank you for the super chat as well.
Super chat received.
All right, we got to Brandon Looney Tunes fan 2000. Appreciate you coming out. Let's see here. Jennifer Hayes, thank you for what you do for the channel. We're gonna do something special for Jennifer as well. I got to see if she approved it first before we put it in gear. I don't want to upset nobody. Let's see here. I think we got everybody. Did I miss anybody, Mess Hall?
No, not that I saw.
All right. Glass City, y'all have any questions for Richie?
I got something for him. Richie Hustle. One thing I want to ask you, man. I see you, like you said, doing your blogging and everything, and going through your journey, and I like that. That you try to assist and try to help others. That want to get in this game. But all the people that watch you and follow you and everything, what is the most prized thing you could tell these people about getting in this resale game so they won't fail?
You have to be consistent and you can't give up. You have to constantly like the thing I get the most is I can't sell. I'm a new seller. I can't sell this. I can't sell that. And too many people are focusing on what they cannot sell instead of focusing double time and trying to figure out what they can sell, which is why I always recommend books because it's the least gated category. I think a lot of resellers will probably recommend books for absolute brand new resellers. And over time, once you have velocity, you'll be able to get auto ungated, or if you develop relationships with distributors, you can get invoices and do it that way. Believe it or not, I've only had to use invoices now maybe 7 or 8 times out of all the brands I've ever been gated in. But It's the number one thing, and you can't give up. There's been at least 2 times since 2018 where I've absolutely wanted to hang it up, where I was starting to question myself. Because you have such great weeks, great months, and then all of a sudden you have that really one crap month, and you're overthinking it, and you're trying to figure out why. Why did that happen? Is this for me? What if I didn't have my job? Would I still be able to survive? And all this other stuff. So consistency, and you gotta have that, like. You can't teach it to somebody. Like there's this knack. There's this. You just have to have this set of balls that, like, you. I can't explain it. It's something that I can't explain. You can't teach it. You just gotta, like, want to push through that. If somebody's got a concrete wall, you have to know that you can push through that wall no matter what. And it's literally the mindset that I've developed. It's part of that. I don't give an F kind of attitude. And that could go good and bad sometimes, but you got to have that set of balls that just, like, says, you know what, I can do this. It doesn't matter what anything around me is happening. I can do this.
Yeah.
I got one more for you, man. I got one more for you. Richie Hustle. What makes Richie Hustle Richie Hustle?
Richie hustles.
That's what it
Richie
is.
hustles. So, it's funny because I was just having this conversation on last week on my show last week. Somebody asked me, they wanted to know how can you find success in YouTube? Like, what can I do? And the one thing I said was, you have to be yourself, because there's only one you. People can mimic what you do. People can mimic all this other stuff. If they see you buying something, they can go out and buy it. Okay, great. Like, there's a lot of people that video themselves in Walmart, in Target now. There's like a ton of people. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and claim that I was the first one, because I certainly wasn't. But what makes me, I think, is certain, like, I'm in Florida right now. I live down here. You know how many times I have to repeat myself because of the way I talk and my accent and all that other stuff? Like, just like the way you talk and the way you say things and the way you you smile. Like, I'm singing Pioneer Woman down the aisles of Walmart because I don't know. I'm happy that I found a Pioneer Woman deal. So it's like these little things that make you. I think of the things that stand out the most. Just, I would say, what makes me and what should make everybody is themselves. Nobody can be you. You know what I mean? So just make sure you're you.
Genuineness. Being genuine to who you are.
Authentic, genuine, authentic.
I mean, that's what I see. When I watch your videos, I see the swagger coming off the screen. The way you have your head cocked to the side, sometimes when you're wearing your little clip, I mean, it's just the swag. It's like, I know going in here to find some deals. I know, what I'm looking for. It's very rare I'm going to make a bad buy. And this is what I do. Like it or, hate it. But this is what I do, And that's what I see.
Yeah.
I mean, when the first time I watched the video, that's what came off to me. I was like, man, this dude got some swag. And it's just like you say, it's you. And nobody, can copy that. They can try, but, they can never be the Richie Hustle.
Nobody can mimic my style. Nobody can hold me down. Yes, sir.
Angelo had a question. How many days can you hit the same store and retail arbitrage?
Say that again.
So his question was, how many days can you hit the same store and retail arbitrage?
How many days can you hit the same store with retail arbitrage? It really depends. Lately, Walmart's been stocking and restocking. Here in Florida, there's so many different Walmarts for me to go to that I rarely, unless Brickseek tells me, hey, this item is good, and I have to go back a second time because they just marked down a second product. Usually it's one store every week or even 2 weeks. I mean, when I tell you within a 20-minute span, there's 3 Walmart supercenters within 20 minutes of where I live. I literally 5 minutes away is one, 10 minutes is the next, and then 5 minutes is the next. So South Florida is really got a lot of stores to go to. So in Massachusetts, I'd probably visit stores once every 2 weeks because they're about a half an hour spread within each other, and there wasn't as much variety as you have here in Florida.
Right. All right.
But that could be subjective.
All right. Let me run the Buffaloes for
What's
the
up,
middleman.
Callie?
Appreciate you, brother.
ATL, what's going on?
Super chat received.
All right.
I think you had one more too.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Tanya got one. Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, middleman and the wifey. Appreciate y'all.
Super chat received.
All right. Let's get back to it here. All right. Messal, you have any questions? Before you go, Messal, let me just put out here, if you got any questions for Richie Hustle concerning Amazon or retail arbitrage or just reselling, period, drop it in the chat, and then we'll definitely get your question highlighted and get your answer to it before Richie leaves tonight. So go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm sorry, Messal. Go ahead.
Are you good? What's up, Cali Reseller Lewis? What's up, ATL Flippers? What's going on? I saw ATL Flippers was cleaning hats. I got to do the same thing, man. I'm glad you posted that. Reminded me I got to clean some hats too. There was a couple questions I want to go over that I saw in the chat. Someone asked for Richie, what was your worst buy of 2021?
I don't know. I don't know what my worst buy of 2021 was.
I don't make bad buys.
2021 was such a busy. No, those book bags sold, man. Those Space Jam book bags sold like between 20 and 25 a piece.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it was such a crazy year. There was so much going on last year that I can't remember.
Okay. Well, there's another one. They wanted to know what your opinions on Target are. You see a lot of Walmart clearance videos and Walmart arbitrage videos. What are your opinions on Target?
I mean, Target's generally trash, in my opinion. Target is very like, it's a hit or miss with Target. Like right now, you can catch a little bit of Target clearance. And when I say Target's trash, I'm not saying like it's trash, you should never go there. It's complete junk, because I personally like shopping at Target better than even Walmart. But Target is a different animal. Target has a lot of full price items that you can sell for profit. But as far as like their clearance stuff goes, it doesn't hold a candle to Walmart. Walmart is such a beast. I mean, I like Target, but Target compared to like Walmart and everything else that we do, it is what it is. It is kind of trash, but you can still find good deals there. But as far as from a reseller's point of view, some people find stuff, other people don't. I mean, Target carries tens of thousands of products. So if one reseller is finding one product or two products and they're making profit off this full price item, unlike me, I would share my products, but a lot of resellers, they don't share their products. So, if somebody's finding something that I don't know of or whatever, then, it is what it is. But from my point of view, Target's it's okay. I do some videos on Target, but it's okay.
Here's a question from the middleman that kind of ties into one of the things I wanted to ask you about was how many of the items that you showed started tanking? And is that an issue when you show what you found and you post it? Do those items tank at all ever?
Sometimes it can be. Absolutely. That's just part of the business, though. You know what I mean? The way you can prevent taking is when people use their repricers responsibly. And what happens is when you set your minimums and maximums appropriately as an experienced reseller, then you won't have to worry about tanking. You can hold your price. So, what I do is I like to hold my price at minimums and maximums. Are there times where I have to just like let items go and kind of compete? Yeah, of course I do. I got to make money too. And that's whether I got to make back my money and put it in my pocket, or whether I make a profit, or whether I break even. But, unlike other resellers, what makes me special, going back to Buffalo Pickle, what makes me special is I don't have to count on Amazon to fund my bank account. You know what I mean? Like I have YouTube, I have other YouTube channels selling on Amazon. I have other ventures that I'm working on. I'm trying to set up one of the biggest reselling like conferences in Florida. That's going to house about 500 to 1,000 people. Been talking to some other investors. So like, I'm not 100% Amazon is my game. You know what I mean? And if other resellers are worried about tanking products, then maybe they should get other streams of income to compensate so they won't have to be so dependent upon Amazon.
Okay.
Do you get a lot of pushback from that in your DMs or from other resellers?
Oh, dude, all the time. Listen, I get hate all the time, and I laugh at it. You know what I mean? It's funny to me because it's like every time people are hating, and it's like, well, you took the time to watch what I did, then you took the time to comment. You created interaction on my channel, which pushes my video up even more. On Instagram, not so much, but a lot of times lately, I just been blocking trolls and all this other stuff. Like you got Nick Thrifts in this chat right now, and he's created multiple fake accounts. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but he's created multiple fakes. His name is actually Brian D'Souza in Massachusetts. He's just a little bitch that's on here right now. He's acting like he's asking questions, but he's just a troll. So, Nick Thrifts, I've already blocked him on my channel and Instagram, and he created stuff. So,
Yeah. Fake it in a $9 bill, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever.
All right, so Angelo, your question about the half boxes at Marshall's, don't ever ship shoes in a half box. You sell them as new without box, and you ship them without the half box. So that I'll answer that question for you. Just ship them in a priority mail shoe box, and you'll be fine.
Wait, he said don't ship them in a half box?
No, he's saying how can you ship them in a half box? I said don't ever ship shoes in a half box.
Well, I'm a.
What do you mean?
Sometimes like even at Nike outlets, the shoes will be in just half the box.
Yeah.
Without the lid.
I'm saying you can
Without
sell them.
the lid.
Yeah, you can sell them new without box and just ship them without that half box shell.
Ours always goes half box.
Messel, have you sold sneakers without the tops on them?
We have.
I always sell them new without box. That's how I sell them. If I ever
We
find
sell
them
them in that box without the lid.
And we make
We
a
make
lid.
the lid for it.
We make a lid for
Any
it.
returns or anything?
Never.
None.
Because I know the Amazon policy is you can rebox sneakers as long as they're in new condition, all that stuff. But I've always been nervous to send it because I'm thinking if they don't get it in the box, are they going to return it? Is it going to cause like an issue with returns? But that's good.
Well, not to knock on
That's
wood.
awesome.
To knock on wood, we just make a top for it and wrap it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
Send it out. We've never had a problem,
even
honestly.
on eBay, the same thing I do on eBay. I do the same thing. I let them know in the description on eBay. You know what I mean? But a lot of times haven't had a problem.
And we sell the majority of them on Amazon.
Right. Haven't had a problem.
No Nikes that we've sold have ever come back or gotten a complaint or anything. Mailed out like that.
Nice.
So
and my last question is: so I see you run into a lot of trouble sometimes, Richie, when you're at Walmart.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just keep on trucking. You know what I mean? I just keep on trucking.
I want to get into that. Like, what's going on? Do you have a target on your back when you walk in? Everybody gets on their little, their microphones or their walkie-talkies. Like, everybody, here he comes.
He's here.
You know what's funny? It's to a point now, especially in South Florida. It wasn't this bad in Massachusetts, but since I've gone to Florida, my channel has grown a lot more, and I'm in more of the public eye. And since I'm the one out there sourcing all the time, I meet a ton of people out in Walmart. And they all come up to me, male, female. They all come up to me all the time, and they're like, "Oh, Richie," and I was like, "Yeah." We talk, we have conversation. They tell me about their experience, about reselling. They tell me how if I've helped them. It's just I've met such great people. But in Florida, you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? So we got our LTC and everything. You know what I mean? Anybody want to run up me and say anything but hello, then they got to deal with it. So speaking of targets, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everybody, like honestly, 95% of people that have come up to, actually no, like honestly, 100% of people that have come up to me have all been nice. I've never run into an issue with anybody out in the public. I mean, the only people I've ever run into issues with are Walmart employees, but like people in general, everybody's been real nice, supportive. We just talk, we hang out. I was in Ollie's filming a video yesterday in Ollie's, and I met, I can't remember her name. She was so awesome. She was like, "Oh, my daughter said that was Richie." And I was like, she come up to me, we're talking, she was sharing what she was selling. We shared like a couple like low key tips, and then, we go on our way. So, Usually it's all positive, but you have a couple of trolls here and there. Listen, not everybody's going to like the way I talk, the way I act. And the best thing I can do is tell people I am a human. I'm not a robot. I'm not fake. I don't turn on the camera and get this persona of I'm Mr. Perfect, right? If I run into an issue, then I'm going to talk to you accordingly. Like I'm not going to be a fake, phony person. And people don't have to watch. If you don't like what I say and how I am, then you don't have to watch me. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for the most part, I'm not going to change who I am. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm not going to change who I am just because somebody's soft. It is what it is.
Most things I've seen are people that I guess I don't have many trolls because no one really watches my shit. But they always say like people like us are the problem. We're the reason why the resale game is tanking and more people are doing it. It's people like us that do social media and talk about it. It's like we're giving away all the magician's secrets, and a lot of people aren't happy with people like us. So what do you think about that?
I mean, if they honestly if they followed me from 2018 when I worked 45 plus hours as a bank manager, traveling 4 hours round trip a day commute. I'm married. I have 2 little girls. I moved 1,500 miles away to Florida. I quit my job August 3rd, officially. If people think that I'm ruining the game, that I would be ruining the game for myself. And the only thing I can say is, look, the only thing that's going to make me different or anybody else different is I figured out how to adapt, how to help people, how to get people started on their reselling adventure. I get emails. I can't even tell you. My wife, I sent my wife an email and she was like in tears because this person was just like, you don't understand how much you've changed my life. And, you showed one product and I went to 3 Walmarts and I couldn't find it. But on the 4th one, I found 6 and I sold it. And there was just this big email how I changed this person's life. And they were able to quit their job and like off of the one product that they saw from me, not every product, but just one. And with the millions of products that Amazon sells, if people are concerned about, my catalog of, I think in my FBA inventory, I don't even have 1,000 SKUs. I've been really focusing on replenishables and I've been focusing on items that I can constantly buy and resell than going out all the time. I do have a little arsenal in my back pocket from distributors. I would encourage people that if people are getting frustrated and they think that I'm the reason why the market's tanking or that the product that they bought is tanking, then this isn't the business for them. It's just not the business for them. If they don't know how to control a repricer and hold your price, if they don't understand how to read graphs, AKA keeper graphs, and see trends, if they don't understand that, if you just want to all sell Amazon, then you shouldn't be doing retail arbitrage. If you only want to do Amazon, I would suggest getting into wholesale, getting to distributors, similar to Amazon Lit and Watch Me Amazon. Larry, Eric, Sebastian, all those guys run a great business and they show what is in their warehouse. So, I mean, should we be looking at their warehouse pallets and say that they're ruining it because you can see what's on their pallets? Like, I think it's foolish, and I think it's a lot of insecurity coming from inexperienced people.
Or you should suggest they go work at McDonald's, Burger King, or Walmart, Taco Bell, and pick up some garbage, trash man, whatever you want else you want.
Yeah, I just think if people don't have that set of balls to get through any amount of problems that may come their way, regardless of what it could be from, you know what I mean? If you can't figure out a way to overcome that, this is not a weak market, man. This is not the market for you. I would suggest do something else, like focus on a skill that you can do and get a job doing that.
You gotta have a hustle drive, man.
You gotta have the hustle drive.
You gotta have a hustle drive.
Let's switch gears a little bit. New England Betty Boot put a statement in the chat, and I kind of agree to a certain degree what she's saying. What about you, Richie? Target is anti-reseller.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have the reputation for being anti-reseller during the whole 19 thing. Target was really bad with like limitations and stuff like that, which I guess you could understand. But since I moved to Florida, I have not, and I pulled I just bought 32 balance bikes from a Target in Florida, 2 carts together. And nobody said anything. She quantity it. It was just like, yeah, no problem. They definitely are they do have a reseller policy. I mean, I'm banned from Target.com. I can't order with my app online. You know what I mean? I was buying these Method shower cleaners. I wasn't buying disinfectants. I wasn't buying hand sanitizer. I didn't touch any hand sanitizer. I wasn't buying anything cleaning. It was a 68-ounce shower cleaner by Method. It was a clear bottle. And I sold about $120,000 worth of that. It was $650 regular price. A perfect example of a full price item, not on clearance, that was selling for almost $30 a bottle. And I would order hundreds on Target.com, and they cut me off. They let me back on 4 months later. It was still selling. I ordered another 100 something. They cut me off, and I haven't been able to get back on since.
Yeah, I just what I don't like about them is when you do find a deal out there, they try to put limits on how many you can get. You know, why would I want to go online and order 2 items? You know, when you got to walk down at a price where I can order 22, you know, or 32.
Had a question.
You know, so that's what I don't like about it. Man, I have been in the store a couple of times, especially with some of their new releases on Funko Pops and stuff. And it's like, you know, you can only get 3. You know, I'm like, you know, you got a shelf full over there, but I can only get 3.
Glams had a question. Yes, that is what he means by that. And then more. They asked, Richie, what do you mean by replenishables, like toilet paper, shampoo, and stuff? Exactly, replenishables, things that you're going to replenish.
So anything could be considered a replenishable. Like if I was selling this for big money, then and I could keep ordering this from a distributor, this would be a replenishable. You know, replenishables is basically something you can keep ordering over and over again with no issue.
Right.
Yeah, Picking in the Hood made a comment about you, Richie. Said when he first started watching you, he thought you was friend.
No. I don't live on Front Street. I could. You know what the funny thing is? I could understand how people would think, because I was one of those people that thought like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was a time last year that people were like, oh yeah, it's easy to fill up a cart and then end your live, because I would end my live or in my videos and not check out, because I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna like, you know, cash out and go, you know. And people kept saying, oh, it's easy to fill a cart and then put everything back, like fraud, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? So then I'm like, how could somebody actually think that I would put that much energy with this many videos into going out and actually not buying it?
A lot of people
do. And it's like, this is like, where else is my money coming from? Like,
I'd rather not video if I'm not gonna buy the products and do what I'm supposed to do with it. I'd rather not do the video.
And speaking of that, I wanna clear a myth too that a lot of people think is another question I'm getting now is, you know, are you making more money with YouTube than with Amazon? And I can answer that and say no. You know what I mean? I'm not making more money with YouTube than Amazon, because a lot of people think, oh, you're just showing products now. You're not really like into selling. And it's like, I mean, I could put my numbers up, but it's because I don't show my numbers. People are doubtful, but I mean, I could just superimpose numbers and put fake numbers if that's what people want. I mean, I don't know.
Do what make you feel
good. And it's none of their damn
hustle,
business.
You know what I'm saying? Why they pocket watching? That's what I call it. They pocket watching. Don't pocket watch, baby.
Listen. Haters are your biggest marketing team. You know what I mean?
Man, yes, don't pocket watch, man. Motivate.
My biggest thing with that is if I show you all my numbers, let's say I'm making $30,000 a day, and you believe that, then are you gonna be one of the ones that's gonna buy my bullshit class or my ebook that I'm gonna try to push out? Like, look, you could be like me, $49.99 a month, join my club, baby, make 30 grand like I do. Like, is that what people want? I don't get the whole numbers thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
I don't get it either, because like I see, you know, some of the bigger accounts and some other, you know, bigger sellers than me, they'll put their numbers out, and that's cool. If you want to put your numbers out, that's cool. But it doesn't make me feel like, oh, like I think so the philosophy was, if I put my numbers out, I want to show people that what is possible. You know, you can reach this number too if you drive, if you do this, X, Y, and Z, right? But for me, looking at that number, it doesn't benefit and it doesn't not benefit. I just don't think numbers tell the whole story. So, you know, my numbers could be great. My numbers could not be great. doesn't matter. As long as I'm showing you what you could do, you need to take control of your products and your business, and whatever you're going to put out is what you're going to put out. You know what I mean? You're not going to put out my numbers just because I showed it on the screen. You know, I just never understood that.
Yeah, but
But
that's the thing.
a lot of people want to live through you.
Well, people don't understand that just because Richie shows his numbers, they don't understand that's 4 or 5 years of grinding, hard work to get to that level. They think I can leave my house tonight, go to Walmart, and I'm making Richie numbers. Like that's not the case. There's all this other stuff in between that a lot of people don't see, and that's why putting up the numbers could just discourage people. You know, just like I can go to Walmart right now and scan every item in clearance, and Amazon will keep telling me restricted, and then I just give up and go home and say, well, that is it for me, I guess. You know, it's just a lot of things. You know, people are funny sometimes, man. They just think it's,
But listen,
all
just
funny
because you're
games and
selling it and
simple,
it says restricted doesn't mean you are.
we just ride around throwing money and finding things for a cent, selling
baby.
it for $100, and it's just not. That's not how it works.
Because
man.
it will
A lot
say
of
it
in
will say
between.
restricted on the phone, and you get home and put it in the computer, and you can sell it.
But people
Yes.
see people don't do
Right.
it. They just scan it and say, "Oh, I can't." Okay, well, it's on
Well,
sale.
I
but
just
can't
want them
get
to
it,
keep
I'm
doing
going
that
back
then.
home. You know,
You know what's funny is I'm actually going to I actually started saving the really ugly comments that people put, and I've been like cropping them. So it's just literally just going to create content for me. So I'm going to do a whole like segment, maybe once a month, where I highlight the haters. And it's like some people would be like, well, why even give them a platform? And my thing, it's like, well, because I need people to understand that when I do this, it's not just a flower bed. It's like I get a ton of heat from a lot of different people. Like people are like they really grind into you, you know, and a lot of times it's from people that don't have YouTube accounts and you know, it's easy for them to just hide behind a screen and talk. You know what I mean? Like I was just thinking of something. You guys said something, and it made me think of this one comment. I just want to tell you, this is how ridiculous of comments that I get. And then, you know, I know we don't want to harp on negative stuff, but so just listen to this, okay? Somebody actually commented this a month ago. It says, "Do you even know how many cash-strapped single moms start Amazon businesses after watching your crap and end up in a worse position than when they started? Shame on you and your fraudulent shit." So like people are like calling out single moms and like fraudulent shit. It's just like people are just whacked. But it's going to make good content. So the entertainment side of me says, hey, that's actually such a stupid comment. I'm actually going to highlight that because people need to understand the stupidity that's out there. Buffalo, I'm sure you get some hate too, man. We all get hate as resellers. Everybody, everybody gets hate.
My last video was about a hater, and it's you know, and the crazy thing was the person is supposed to be a pretty decent reseller, you know, and it was just crazy how you know, people look at your success and envy, you know, what you're doing because they can't do it, but they don't want to put in the work to do it. And that's the thing that they're missing, is that when I'm watching your videos, it ain't like you going out there because somebody got in that Walmart and gave you a tip and said, "Richie, come here. We got 100 of these waiting for you because we'll put them up in the bag." Actually going,
I would love that.
You know what I mean? You put in the work. So that's what, you know, I just, you know, like I said in that video, you know, that's just water on the bridge for me. I'm not even entertaining them folks. I mean, it is a double-edged sword when you got haters like that, because at the end of the day, you're a content creator. Whether they hate on you or they love you, you still gonna get credit for it.
Right.
So that's you come watch the video again or dislike, I'm still getting credit for it.
Right, exactly.
Hey, you know the funny thing about that whole scenario, that's when I really stopped even caring to make content or videos, because I look at it like this: my circle know what we doing. I don't care if y'all know what I'm doing. We got a lot of knowledge and insight on things that a lot of y'all don't. And we willing to share to a certain extent. But if you're not in that circle, we can't share to the whole extent. So don't be mad at us that we don't. But putting out videos and content like y'all brothers do on a basis to Glass City Pickers, I feel like it's like you said, it's a double-edged sword. And I look at it like, man, to me, I don't need nobody knowing what I'm trying to get no way or got. Because of some fact, I want it all. I'm greedy. I'm greedy right now. And it's that time to be greedy for self, because don't nobody appreciate us the way we try to do it for them from the jump. They don't appreciate us.
That's right.
That's why they hate on it. You dig? You out there in them stores every day. You out there in them stores every day, man. And you are putting in work. You are doing something that if somebody could take a little bit of piece of common sense and see, man, I can do something with this if I follow. If you got a mother,
unless you're a single mother.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you're a single mother and you didn't win and spent the Similac milk, that's your fault.
Yeah,
that's
right. That's right. And that was exactly my mind.
You
Yep.
can't spend the Similac milk, man. You can't do that. You did. You do what you can afford. You might got some baby clothes your baby didn't outgrew. Sell those. Start off small. Don't try to jump off like a boss, because you're not a boss. Everybody want it now. It's not no process to the work. Everybody want it here now. It's that time. They so millennialized. Everybody want it. Yes, give it here. Give it here. See me, show me. I don't care that you see me and show you. I don't need to show you shit. I don't care if you see shit. I'm just feeling. I just how I feel.
All right,
well, this is the last thing, Buffalo. This is the last thing. This is the last thing. And the funny thing about it is, like I get to hear. I hear my dude that be saying different things, and I'll be looking at comments and stuff on y'all little stuff. I'll be like, dang, man, these dudes really put out effort in their stuff, and people still not appreciative. And I just don't get it, man. So from the Glass City Pickers to y'all don't gotta go on our YouTube page. Y'all don't gotta go on our Instagram if y'all don't want to, because 9 times out of 10, y'all ain't getting nothing, Nathan, anything from us.
Stop it. That's not true.
That's true for me. Till y'all start appreciating. Because it's real hard work when we put that work down and put it out there for y'all. It's
we had a question.
It really is.
We got a question too.
Get 2 minutes. Yeah.
We got a question. Let me see if I can find it real quick. How many hours a week do you put into
I was
your
preaching a
Amazon
sermon.
business?
My bad. Find it.
And why did you move from Massachusetts?
How many hours?
Is that a good area for Amazon, or what was the deal with that?
Moving from Massachusetts to Florida.
Yeah, and how many? So
I mean, without getting too much into it, I'm just going to say it's Freedom, Florida, and I'm happy to be here.
And how many hours a week?
Without getting
to Amazon.
I mean, from morning until night, really. I mean, like I control everything from my phone if I'm not in front of my computer. I mean, my day consists of really just waking up, having a coffee, breakfast, heading out, sourcing, coming back, maybe relaxing for a little. Like I got back home maybe around like 5 o'clock, decided to relax for a little bit, doing a show here. And then after that, was going to go downstairs and start prepping. And tomorrow morning I'll wake up, start packing. I got to go back out to get more heaters because there's 10 more Walmarts with those heaters. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can take 1 or 2 days off. Like the weekends I like to go have brunch. Like Sunday I'll probably go have brunch with the fam. And we'll walk to one of the places over here called Meisner Park. We'll get a coffee, spend some time. We just got back from Legoland, taking my little girl for her birthday last weekend. So, I put the work in, but it's usually from morning until night. So I'm able to take off, a couple days or a day. Sometimes I don't take anything off, But we're always there checking our numbers. We're always there trying to figure out. I'm always editing a video or I'm always doing something. But I mean, as far as Amazon goes, it's always about, out there. So like I went to 3 stores. I was planning to go to 5 Walmarts today, but my truck filled up too quick, so I couldn't go anymore.
Buffalo's problem. Buffalo truck filled up too quick.
So I know that you quit your job and everything to make this jump, into this game. Tell me, was that something that you really? How do you feel right now since you done made that move? You done made the move to Florida. You done got your family settled. Y'all settled right now in free Florida, and you made that jump, man.
He feels free.
Do you really feel that way? How you feeling right now, man?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, one of the biggest things that was preventing me from leaving my job was the benefits, paying medical and paying dental and all that good stuff. But after I came down here, I met with a tax guy that does my taxes. He referred me to somebody that handles like small business people and signs them up for medical. And I got a really good medical, dental, and vision plan for me, my wife, my 2 kids, for a really good price, considering what I was about to pay. Like I was looking at plans and, if they weren't high deductible plans, they wanted like $2,000-$3,000. And I was able to get all that stuff wrapped in for 4 people with a low copay for $1,400. So I pay $1,400 for my medical benefits, medical, dental, vision for me and 3 other people in the house. And that's just an expense. But these things can be. Well, I'm not a tax advisor. I was going to say I pay it through the business, and it can be written off through the business because it's an S corp now and all this other stuff. But consult your tax advisor. When I take a paycheck, I can write that off now because it's an S corp. When I pay my medical, I can write that off as a write off because I'm paying it through the business. So. Talk with your tax person, and sometimes we look at things, and if we don't I didn't understand about paying for benefits because I've never done it before. So the lack of knowledge on my part prevented me. I probably could have quit my job sooner, but because I made the mistake of not being able to fully understand what entailed in getting benefits for a small business owner, kind of made me quit a little later than what I wanted to. But it all worked out in the end. So.
Yeah, you only know what you know.
I'm happy.
And when you know it, you act on it.
I just told my wife today. I said I'll never go back to another 9-to-5 job. There's just no way. This is just not. It's just never going to happen. So,
hey, eBay addict, wanted to see if you could give us some information about the meetup in Miami.
Yeah, so this thing is going to be. So which one are you talking about? The one on April 2nd, or are you talking about the one I kind of spoiled alerted?
Probably spoiled alert.
Let me see what he says. Because the one that's coming up on April 2nd is run by Roma the Roamer and Taylor Jones. They're doing a meetup in Miami. Bunch of resellers on the Amazon Lit's going to be there, all that stuff. So it's going to be a fun time. As far as mine, I've been actually talking to some investors down here in Florida that are probably going to be working with me. And I want to do something really over the top, talking paying Gary V $80,000, $85,000 to come down to the event, or a Logan Paul to tell about his story. I'm still working on things, but that's how big I'm trying to make this. You know what I mean? Gary V would be an ideal person, but his schedule, it's not even about cost at this point. It's about is he available? Even 2023, 2024, this man is booked. So I want to plan something really big, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep the cost of the tickets down. See, when you have a smaller event, you're going to charge more to cover your costs. But when you have a bigger event, if you can get investors involved that are willing to put up, $100,000-$200,000, whatever it is, to have this big venue, higher detail, all this other stuff, you don't have to have, $1,000 tickets or $600 tickets. You can have, $200-$300 tickets, So it's something that probably won't even be on paper till the end of this year. It's right now. It's just an idea in some other big people's heads right now. So we just have to pull everything together. Everybody needs to come to agreement, and just know that I'm trying to plan this big entrepreneur event, not just for I envision this event being the top girl in OnlyFans. How did you decide to do that? That you made $1 million on OnlyFans? I want to switch. I just want to the people making money. You know what I mean? I just want to get that perspective.
I volunteer to park cars, man.
That's what. Hey, if Gary V don't pop up, man, holla at me, man. I got you. I'll hold it down. Let Gary V don't come, man. Just give me $2,500. I'll take it.
Hey, you definitely can imitate the language.
Hey, man.
Every 2 minutes.
I promise you.
right now it's really early. It's just like I said, I don't want anybody to get their hopes. It was a spoiler alert kind of thing, but it's an idea that's not on paper yet, but it's in other people's ears that I need to work with in order to make this happen. So
Good luck.
hopefully by the end of the year we can get something together and make something happen.
Good luck.
To be continued.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to everyone that joined us. I haven't had a chance to go back through the chat, but definitely appreciate you all coming out supporting the hustle. I'm going to do a quick giveaway before we move on. We almost at an hour.
We got super chat.
So I'm going to do okay. I'm going to do a couple of giveaways tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 right now. So people we got in here, 59 people. All right, so you go ahead and drop a number in the chat from let me read this super chat right quick from Glamours. I appreciate you, Glamours. Let's see.
Super chat received.
All right, let's see. All right, so go ahead and drop a number in the chat from 1 to 65. 1 to 65.
Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, everybody.
All right, let me show you. This is one of the Batman movie. I think has it released yet?
Today.
No.
Came out
today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the 4th.
I got a Funko Pop Batman number 1189, and I got 2 of these. I'm gonna give away. This is the first giveaway.
You always giving stuff away. That's super nice.
Hey, man,
Buffalo Picker's always giving stuff away.
You have to give to receive, man. Give to receive. Just like, people don't understand that though. People give you a lot of heat, but I mean, you really, what you do on your video, that is a big way of giving back. Really, I mean, you giving back.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance. Everything was so hectic.
With people said in the chat, man, it's enough for everybody. So it's enough money out there for everybody. You can't imagine how much money that's out there. I mean, you just got to put in the work.
Hey, what's funny too is like.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. It was my fault. I was just going to say, like, you buy items at Walmart, right? I buy items at Walmart. A lot of times we're probably buying the same item at Walmart, but guess what? And same with Glass City, Mess Hall, I'm sure we're all buying a lot of the products sometimes at the same time. But guess what? We're all still in business. We're all making money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oatmeal beat no meal on my table, man. So long as I get a little oatmeal, baby, I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm greedy at this part, but I'm really just needy, man. Around here, man, we look at it like this, man. We can't get all the products. I know we can't. You know what I mean? Our money not funny, but we still can't buy all the products. So long as we can get a little taste and make it work for us, because we're gonna make it look good anyway. You might think we sitting at 300,000-400,000. We might be up if you're sitting at but 50, but we're gonna make it look that good. You know what I mean? So it's all about your persona and how you put your thing down, man. I look at it like, hey man, I'm gonna eat this oatmeal till I get full because it's gonna stick. And that's what we eat around here, the oatmeal.
And like, I like to take different avenues. Like I said, I run multiple YouTube accounts, but only one is monetized right now. I have the Hustleaholics, and that's going to be like podcasting. And I have like a gaming channel that I haven't really amped up yet, but that's something I'd like to, start doing as well. I got a collectible channel. I'm a big collector in comics, cards, and I eventually want to take that collectible stuff and move it from my channel over there. There's just a lot of ideas I have, and if I don't start it, then it'll never happen, you know. So I'm just taking one thing at a time, and maybe I'll get to a point where I can actually hire YouTube social media content managers to manage those channels and whatnot, and who knows what'll happen. But I'm trying to think outside of Amazon, because I'll tell you right now, Amazon be pissing me off, man. And I'm sure Amazon pisses a lot of you off too when they do their whole compliance things, and it gets to be a lot sometimes, you know.
Yeah, they put a lot of BS in the
say
game.
that you overpricing.
Right.
So let's go ahead and do the giveaway. So I said drop a number in the chat from 1 to 65, and whoever closest to the number is going to win this Batman Funko Pop. So if you haven't dropped your number, go ahead and drop your number. You got like 20 seconds, and I'm going to drop these X's.
Thanks, Glams. We're here to entertain.
Here we go. All right. So here's the number.
This is making my night. I love you guys.
Just tell it. Can't see it. Just tell it.
50. Oh, there we go.
50.
50.
50.
All right.
I see eBay addicts with 50.
eBay.
Right. EA got it.
eBay
Anybody
addicts.
else?
That's it. eBay addicts, the winner.
All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
All right, EA, send me your information on Instagram, and I'll get this mailed out to you tomorrow. I got to get some stuff sent over to Ella. Let's see, EA, Batman. All right, you're going to do one more round. I got 2 of these. So go ahead and drop in the chat from 1 to 65 for the second one.
1 to 65, y'all. 1 to 65.
Another thing about being enough for everybody, I'm a thrift store junkie. I go to thrift stores in my area, and I see the same people all the time. We're all resellers. We all say what's up to each other. And even when there's 6, 7 of us in the same thrift store, and we look for probably the same kinds of things, I still leave with a full cart no matter what, because it's just there is enough for everyone. You know, sometimes they'll grab something before I can get to it, just congratulate them. But I know I told a story. We all hovered around one guy one time because he found this old school train set. We're all just like vultures hovering around him. Like, hey, open it up, man. See what's in there. Open the box. And he just kind of like guarding it real close, and we're not going to take it. We just want to see what's in the box, But
you know what else makes that special?
I still leave with a full cart.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, what I was going to say is what makes that special is that your experience is going to be different from somebody else's experience. What you're looking for is most likely going to be different than what another person's looking for. So, I've run into the same issue with resellers in Walmart, and I've seen them leaving with 2 carts together, plus the wife has another cart, and I'm like, oh man, all that's going on. And I go in and I still fill up a cart. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking for something different that maybe they didn't know of. I mean, it's a huge store. They got tens of thousands of products in there.
Sell it and you can.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
All right, so this is the second number right here. I'm going to close it out. Let me go ahead and drop these X's. If you come in after the X's, your number won't count. All right.
Yeah, no, not happening.
Try to put your hand behind it.
It's going to happen.
Oh,
23.
There we go. Got MJ.
Resell Daddy, the first one.
Resell Daddy. All right.
Yep.
All right.
He's the only 23 I see.
All right.
Yo, tell me why eBay Addicts was number 22. I would have died.
All right, so I got 2 more items I'm gonna give away towards the end of the show, which is probably about another 15 minutes. thinking about giving away. Let me show y'all what I may give away here. All right. One item that I may give away. I'm not 100%, so I'm working on it. This is Kane. WWE. Well, I mean,
I think
actually, got this from Target. So this item right here, if you hold on it long enough, you can probably get about $75 for it. I had the same similar with Hulk Hogan. I paid $24.99 for it. And I'm sorry, $29.99, and I sold it for $75 on Amazon. So this might be one that you can just take and sit on for a bit. Kane is a popular wrestler. So yeah, I may get this away at the end.
Yeah, that's a nice one too, bro.
All right. I ain't 100% on it, but I'm working on it because I mean I got a lot of them. I probably have about 9, so I can stand to give one away.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
still freezing? Am I freezing?
yeah, you're glitching.
All right.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't see it. Did you see the?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're good. You're good now. You're good now.
We seen
Yeah, right now you're good.
We seen the Kane, man. It was just bluzzy. We understood what you were saying.
Man,
It's okay.
we got everything in here full of bandwidth and how we got probably 2 TVs on. My son up there on the video game. I'm down here on the internet.
Yep.
Cell phones, everything pulling bandwidth. So
Yeah.
all right. So do we have any? If we don't have any more questions in the chat for Richie, we're gonna do a show and tell, and then we'll probably go ahead and close it out with another giveaway. But if you have some questions, if you're concerned about have any questions about Amazon and you want to be an Amazon reseller, this is the time to ask your questions. You got somebody in the house that is a full-time Amazon reseller. And he basically said at the beginning of the show that he's an open book. So if you got questions, drop the questions in here. Maybe he'll give you the answer you're looking for. Okay, Glammy said that she said that I got to do some shipping for Saturday. Appreciate you coming through Glammy's Closet. Jen, Multiverse, appreciate you coming out. Stacy W, appreciate you coming out as well. Who else we? EA, appreciate you coming out. X and Regina Michelle, Robin Barnett, appreciate you coming out. Reseller, Rampage Reseller, Pamela, appreciate you all coming out. If I miss you, it definitely wasn't on purpose. Anybody got anything to tell?
No.
Not, I'm gonna go ahead.
Not glass with the pickers. We don't.
All right, let me grab this one here.
Nope.
Where have you guys been picking up most of your deals? Walmart?
I've been online. We ain't been in the streets for real. We've been on mission of buying a new home. That's where our energy been. But I've been online getting the little products, the town, Buffalo, aka Buffalo send me, you know what I'm saying? And little stuff like that. But we got so much stuff here, man. I just keep relisting and keep doing stuff like that. We got stuff waiting on us to get ready to get shipped to us whenever we make this power move. So we just really playing it by ear, staying in the cut. Yeah, we just staying in the cut right now because when we drop it like it's hot, I am going to drop that video then. But, you know, I'm going to be dropping that video just to brag. That's what I'm dropping that one for.
That is not nice.
I know I'm being nasty right now.
Hey, how much merchant fulfilled stuff do you do, Richie? Do you do any merchant fulfilled?
I do merchant fulfilled. I've been starting more since this past Q4. I started doing a little bit more merchant fulfilled than at any other time in Amazon. Usually, I was almost 100% FBA. A lot of people ask me what decision do I do to go merchant fulfilled versus FBA. And it has to be either probably usually smaller items that are under £1 or heavier items like high chairs, baby swings, things that have a real durable box that I can retape. I'll put a label right on it and ship it out. Those are easy merchant fulfilled items. Unless like today I scored 9 Revlon hair, those hair dryers,
Yeah.
but they're like brushes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Scored those for some people have been getting them for $10. I mean, I paid 20 each. I grabbed 9 of them. They're selling for 55, and the rank on it is 9. So I'm going to merchant fulfill those because I know they're going to fly, and I'm pretty much over. I think I got 6 sold already in just 4 or 5 hours. So things like that, you know what I mean? You'll anything that's a really good rank, high flyer, easy to ship, lightweight, or heavyweight that you don't need to put in a box. Like the high chair, I can't put it in a box. So why would I ship the high chair to FBA, pay the fee to have them sell it? It would just, you know what I mean? Yeah. So items like that, and I do more FBM now or merchant fulfilled now than before, but I'm still probably about 85-90% FBA.
Okay, playing off of that, I have a question. Am I allowed?
Yeah. Ask your question, woman.
So during the height of the pandemic, when they weren't letting us send a lot of stuff in, did you go more merchant fulfilled then? Because that's when we really did. I know I've said it before. Our mail lady, she transferred. She didn't want to stop at our house anymore and took all the boxes. So that's when we really did merchant fulfilled.
No, so I did do a ton of merchant fulfilled during a small amount of time of the pandemic, and it was mostly I was getting from a distributor. I have a wholesale distributor, and they were disinfectant sprays. Mm-hmm. I was getting the Method Bamboo, the green bottles.
Yep.
And I was selling a 2-pack. I mean, I was probably getting in about 250 of them. I was selling a 2-pack for like $36 or something like that, and I was paying about $7, and they were flying. Right. They were flying. That and mixed with those shower cleaners, that was enough. A lot of those were merchant fulfilled too. But I didn't really have or run into any issues with stocking FBA. Like I didn't run into any limitations a lot, even to this day. I didn't have a lot of limits, but there were just certain items that I couldn't send more than 100 in.
Gotcha.
So I would send in what I could FBA, and the rest I would merchant fulfill.
Okay. And
Stacey W had posted a question. Can you hear me?
I love selling supplements. Supplements are pretty amazing too, like vitamins, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I made a lot of money off of vitamins that I was getting out of one location. Stacey W had posted a question. Have you thought about sourcing in the handmade area of Amazon? I didn't even know Amazon had a handmade area.
In Walmart or in Amazon?
Amazon.
Like buying? No, I don't really typically source from Amazon to sell on other platforms.
No. She want to know, have you thought about sourcing in the handmade area of Amazon? I didn't know Amazon had a handmade area.
But so like something that you create, like something that you create, or no?
Right, almost like Etsy.
Yeah, kind of like
no.
Am I still freezing?
Handmade thrift shop candle by Mess Hall Diggs.
Yeah, I didn't know Amazon had that location. I didn't know you could sell handmade.
I didn't know either.
Do you do the bundles on there, or should I not ask that?
No, like so. I don't have. I know Amazon has this thing with bundles to create bundles for certain products. I don't do that. Yep. I only sell bundled products if the listing is already bundled.
Gotcha.
And just about last year, I didn't even realize that. I guess you're not even supposed to do that. Like those listings aren't even supposed to be those like 2-pack, 3-pack, 6-pack. I guess those aren't even supposed to be listed. But Amazon a lot of times will turn a blind eye or whatever, because that's not how it's originally sold or something. I guess you have to go through Amazon's bundling program or something like that. But I don't know how true that is either, but I didn't really research it much.
Yeah, I guess apparently they do have a handmade section for Amazon because Pamela saying she have a friend. Am I freezing? Still freezing?
No, go
Am I
ahead,
still
brother.
freezing?
No, you ain't free.
No, you good.
Okay. Yeah, she was saying that she got a friend that sell bird toys, handmade bird toys. Let me get into the show and tell right quick. This is an item I purchased off of Target online. They had a sale for these for $40, and I don't know if a lot of people familiar with this Barbie, but I picked up 4 of these. They sent me 2 males and 2 females, which I really only ordered the
Which one is that?
female.
That's
But
the Day of the
pair.
Dead.
Day of the Dead ones?
Yeah, Day of the Dead.
Yeah. So they was $40. Y'all knew about this, so
Yeah, I know.
don't go there. But these was $40. So,
When
so
you
this
say
is-
y'all don't always
Yeah,
get
yeah,
all
when I
the
speak-
information.
yeah, I speak the ones to both of y'all.
Hey man, hey T.
If he
Go
if
ahead
he
and talk
don't
about the
convey the
dial.
message, if he don't
Talk,
convey
talk,
the message, that's a
talk
y'all
about the
problem.
dial, man. Go ahead and talk about the dial.
Yeah. So $40, which was a rarity because if you do the comps on these around Halloween, these things are about close to $200. You know, so be on the lookout. Target may drop the price on them again, and if they do, and they $40, you want to grab them.
And they pushing 200 on Amazon, huh?
I was gonna get some, and I changed my mind.
This is another new toy for the Batman movie. The crazy thing about this particular toy, I was in Walmart and they had these things hid over in the automobile section. So
Really?
I seen a pallet of those.
Yeah, they was way back in the corner on a shelf. And I'm like, what this got to do with automobile parts? But yeah, they had 6 and I took all 6. So right now, I think this is about $32 at Walmart, and I think the buy box price right now on Amazon is $50-something. But I'm just gonna sit and hold. Somebody gonna come along and pay me the price I want. So if you see this out there, just do your due diligence, comp it, see if it's worth you paying for it, and you may want to buy a couple and hold.
Do you guys sell on eBay or any other like Macari or anything as well, or is it just are we all Amazon sellers?
We do eBay and Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
I do. eBay,
I never really messed with
eBay
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
do
eBay too.
Walmart, and Amazon.
Yeah, I don't like eBay.
Who
I've
did
never.
you no?
I used to. So when I started selling, I was selling on eBay too. For me and the way my brain works, it's kind of like a personal thing too. Like when I was going out first starting, I would see items and I would look at comps on eBay and I'm like, oh, this is going to really sell on eBay. And I'd spend a lot of my money on eBay items to just sit on the shelf. And then Amazon. And then as soon as I stopped eBay and just focused on Amazon, it was like takeoff season because I was dedicating all my time and money to Amazon. But even like I made another eBay account and got back on eBay recently, last month. I listed a couple of, because I have a Pokemon distributor that I get a lot of my booster boxes and Elite Trainer boxes from a distributor. And I put on an Elite Trainer box and I sold it for $40. I just wanted to put the sale out there, see how the experience was going to be and everything. I put it under my business, like everything legit, all that other stuff. And the guy, they got it. And I got an email that said, we think that we suspect you of selling things or whatever that, I don't know, however they worded it. And they said, we're suspending your account. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, see, this is why I don't mess with eBay. And then the person gets the product, the Elite Trainer, and eBay refunded them and debited my account and gave them their money back. So I lost the product and the money. So I was, again, in my head, I'm like, yo, F eBay, man. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with their policies and whatever they do for whatever reason. I don't want to know. I don't care. Screw it. So I sell on Mercari. I like Mercari. I like everything up front. Mercari is obviously slower than eBay, but it still works. You know what I mean? It still sells. So I never really mess with Facebook Marketplace too much unless I'm selling like ride-ons for the summertime for like local pickup and stuff. But a couple of my friends keep telling me, they're like, dude, you got to do like shipping with Facebook Marketplace because you'll sell a lot of stuff with shipping too.
You
I'm like, yeah, you're right. I gotta get on it. So
Yeah. I have made some sales with Facebook Marketplace, but not like Glass City. They sell a lot on there. Anybody got any more questions for Richie? If so, drop it in the chat. Want to give a shout out to Clay Can. Appreciate you coming out. If not, we're gonna go ahead and do this last giveaway and close out the show. You see any questions in there, Miss On?
No.
All right. Let's see.
are you guys picking up those heaters, man?
I haven't even been to Walmart in a couple of days.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go pick me some up tomorrow. I'm gonna go look at your little shit so I can see what it look like. I'm gonna go pick me up one tomorrow. A couple of them tomorrow.
I'm looking at 3 houses tomorrow. That's what I'm doing.
That's why I'm gonna go out. That's why I'm gonna go out. When she go look at them 3 houses, I'm gonna go in Walmart.
Yeah, it's stressful. I mean, we're looking for houses too down here in Florida because we're renting a townhome right now because we sold our house and everything, and the market down here is just. I'm not sure how the market is where you guys are, but the market here in South Florida is just ridiculous. You're either finding houses that are like too small for a family of 4 that's like way overpriced, or you're finding a bigger house that needs like, it's just, I don't know. We can't find anything we like. That's the issue we're finding right now. There's just not enough inventory on the market. And if it does come on the market, it gets gobbled up real quick.
Yep, it sure does.
Well, we're trying to find a house for the handy boy. So, it's a little bit more inconvenience for it. So
what's the furthest you would travel from your home to look for a product? I don't know who that's to, but we drove to Georgia before. We drove to Pennsylvania. We drove to India. We drove to Georgia. We don't care. Get in the car.
Let's roll. We can make $1 out of 15 cents. We're trying to get that dollar, baby. So we didn't got in the car, man. Shit.
Richard, how far would you travel?
I mean, like today, I found a cluster of Walmarts with those heaters. I traveled an hour 39 minutes to go to 5 Walmarts, and I only made it to 3. So that was far. But I mean, I would travel depending on. I mean, I wouldn't travel 2+ hours for one store. It would have to be a cluster of stores. I plan on driving. I'm going to be driving to Key West 4 hours from me just so I can go. There's a Kmart there. So I want to go to the Kmart, make some content because where's there a Kmart? There's no Kmarts anymore. So I'm going to go down there. So I'm going down to Key West, going to Kmart, and they have a Ross and a Marshall. So I'll do a video on all those stores, but that's a 4-hour trip. But that'll be fun. You know what I mean? I think that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Besides Georgia, that's about the furthest we've drove is 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, Resale Daddy said they'll drive all over the country like Glass City, you know what I'm saying? And New England was saying wherever the money is.
Clay Can wants to know who our quarterback is next year.
Our quarterback gonna be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Just believe that, Clay Can.
So
Cowboy.
This is probably the item that I'm not gonna give away.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what is that? I like that.
Who that Wonder Woman?
I might have to throw a little number in the chat for that one. You know what I mean?
Who that? Who is it?
Nah, man, that's part of my extreme collection right there.
Extreme.
Fair enough.
See. So go ahead and we got 51 people in here. We're gonna go ahead and do a drawing for a cane. And I made a promise I was gonna give away, so I'm not gonna back off of that. And go ahead and drop a number in the chat from 1 to 55. 1 to 55.
Man, listen, man, I didn't told you, man. But you hard-headed. and everything. I told you I would have bought that thing from you. You ain't had to get it away.
Clay said the Cowgirls are bringing back Danny White and Drew Pearson and Tony Hill.
That's gonna
That's
tell
who
you
the
something.
Cowgirls are bringing back.
Hey man, we picking number 12, man. 12 our number, Buffalo.
Yeah, you gonna get Tom Brady off the couch?
Yep.
All right. All right.
I say Kane. I think Kane is he's a representative here in Tennessee somewhere, some community.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's the mayor or something.
What are you guys planning for the weekend? Where you guys going for the weekend?
Dude, yard sale season kicks off tomorrow in Tennessee, so I'll be up early hitting my yard sales tomorrow morning.
I'll be at the warehouse listing.
Where we gonna be at?
At 8 a.m., we'll be at the hospital. You have to get a CT. And then after that, I'm going to go look at 3 houses.
I'm going to Walmart.
All right,
Next week I told myself
I'm going to Walmart.
I told myself that I wanted to go. There's a ton of Goodwills down here, and I used to go to Goodwills and like Savers and a couple thrift stops when I first started. But now, because I was selling on eBay too, but now that I'm Amazon, it's kind of like, well, what am I really going to sell? But then I said, well, I could find a lot of used video games and DVDs and stuff like that to sell. So I don't know. I haven't hopped in there in probably like a year. I haven't been to a thrift store, so I'm going to try to revisit that next week.
All right, so.
$45.
45.
Came back like Mike with 45.
I know Char F got 45.
Oh, that's right. You pulled 2 Jordan numbers, didn't you?
I sure did.
23 and 45. Okay.
Let's see.
Char F.
Char F got it.
I wish you'd have picked the 12. That was Jordan a number in high school.
All right. So send me your info in Instagram, and I get this mailed out to you. All right. So what resale did it drop for? All right. So any numbers after the X's don't count, but so we got Char. That's straight. Everybody good with Char?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So Char, send me your information, and I'll get this mailed out to you tomorrow. And yeah, this is a good item. You want to sit on this for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of big fans out there of Kane.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this show up. I appreciate everybody coming out. Richie, if you got something you want to plug, you can go ahead and plug it, and then we'll follow up.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you just want to follow me on any of my socials, it is at Richie Hustles. That's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Anything you just type in Richie Hustles, I should pop up.
Hey, Richie, hello.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hey, even though I told y'all Glass City said don't come to look at us.
No, we didn't say that. You did.
Hey, even though I said we said don't come look us up and I was just joking. I was just lying to kick it right then. Hey man, you can follow us on Instagram and YouTube too. And we also in the no, we ain't over there. But we also all around. We on here Friday nights, so you can come hang out with us anytime on Friday nights. We'll be here, not being square, but we might be in a square, but we here. Where else, baby?
Have a great week.
Jennifer, send me your information. I get that mailed out tomorrow. I'm trying to do all my mail outs tomorrow. Take Sunday off.
Sunday, fun day.
All right, we got okay, yeah. All right, so go ahead. Anybody else want to plug anything before we go?
Hey, thanks for coming out, Buffalo Picker. Back in the building, baby. Friday nights. Check us out. Mess Hall Diggs, Instagram, YouTube. Richie, thanks. I know you're a busy dude for hanging out, man, taking the time. And your show come on right after this, right? 9:30 or something?
Yeah, 9:30. We're just gonna run a Hustleaholics hangout over there on my channel there.
Hustleaholics?
9:30?
Yeah, 9:30.
You finna hustle.
We'll run it up for a little bit.
You finna hustle.
Okay. All right. So
Finna hustle.
If y'all want to go over there, to Richie Hustle channel to get some additional information, some gems that he dropped, make sure you go over to Richie Hustle channel. Jennifer, you can drop the link in the chat. So as I stated before, thank you all for coming out supporting our channel. We are definitely glad to be back. Been a long time coming. I want to thank Richard Hustle for taking time out to come on to our show. I appreciate what he brought here tonight. This was definitely the time. If you had any questions that concern Amazon and reselling, this was the time to ask Richard Hustle, because certain thing Richie is an open book on that I'm a closed book on. But you know, you needed the answer, you should have asked it tonight. So Richie definitely would have gave you the answer. But you know, you can reach out to him. He's definitely available on Instagram and on his YouTube channel. So definitely get out and support his channel. And with that being said, I appreciate you all support. Thank you, panel. Thank Richie Hustle, our special guest.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Next week.
Nice chilling with y'all.
Thanks.
Richie Hustle.